in last class, we discussed class A, class B, class C, class D, and class C choppers. Today, our topic is buck regulator. So, buck regulator. So, what is regulator, and what is the importance of buck regulator, and how to use and applications? We have to see this today topic. So, in buck regulator, with a power being a key parameter in many designs. Okay, so here the power will be mainly we have to use in step down. Okay, so step down or buck regulators are widely used. Okay, so with the power being a key parameter in many designs. Okay, so step down or buck and buck regulators are widely used. So here resistors would be enabled. Although the resistor would be enable voltage to be dropped and power is lost, and in applications such as many battery powered items used today, power consumption in crucial element. Okay, so as a result, step down switch mode converter are as they are more commonly termed as buck regulators are widely used, and it is a linear step down. The most basic form of step down transition is to use a resistor as a potential divider or voltage dropped. In some cases, a xenon diode may also be used to stabilize the voltage. So where you have to use buck regulator means, so for many power designing, so actually power being a key parameter to any designs. So step down or buck regulators are mainly used for many designs and resistor. So here resistor would be enable voltage to be dropped. Here whenever the resistor due to resistor the voltage will be dropped and power also lost. So in applications such as many battery powered items will be used today. So power consumption is a crucial element. Okay. So this result step down switch mode converter. Step down switch mode converter are commonly termed as buck regulators are widely used. Buck regulator also called as step down regulator. Okay, and it is have linear step down. Mm, the most basic form of step down transition will be used as a resistor potential divider or voltage dropped. In some cases, Gina diode may also use it to stabilize the voltage. So whenever the voltage will be dropped, then the power also will be lost. So in such applications, we have battery powered items will be used from today and from used today. But as this result, step down switched mode converter are mainly used. Okay, so these buck regulators are widely used, and most basic form of step down transition is resistor potential divider or voltage dropped. In some cases Zener diode is also used to stabilizing the voltage, but step down transition will be used as a resistor potential divider or voltage dropper. Okay, so here you have to see this. This is a resistor. In this figure, you have to see this is a resistor dissipate power, and we have Gina diode dissipating power, and here we are connected a load. So this issue with this form of voltage dropper or step down converter is that very wasteful in this in terms of power. Any voltage dropped across a resistor will be dissipated as a heat, and any current flowing through the Gina diode will also dissipate a heat. Both of these elements as a result of loss of valuable energy. So the issue with this form of voltage dropper or step down converter is that of is a very wasteful in terms of power. Okay, so any voltage dropped across a resistor will be dissipate. Any voltage drop across a resistor will dissipate in the form of heat, and any current flowing through a Zener diode will also dissipate the heat. Okay, so both of these elements result the loss of valuable energy. So you have to discuss now. So whenever this step down will be used as a potential divide resistor, potential dropper or Zener diode cases. So whenever we have to connected these, so this will be dissipated in the form of heat. So there is a loss of valuable energy. Okay. So, voltage drop or step down converter is that it is a very wasteful term for a power. Okay, so for the power, it is a very wasteful item. Okay, so any voltage dropped across a resistor will be dissipated in the form of heat, and current flowing through a Zener diode will also dissipate in the form of heat. So both of these elements result on the loss of valuable energy. Okay, and next, basic buck converter or regulator. So this is a basic buck converter or regulator. So buck converter is also called a step down converter. So the fundamental circuit for a step down converter or buck converter consists of a inductor, diode, capacitor, and switch, and error amplifier with a switch controlled circuit. So in figure 4.20, so the circuit diagram of buck regulator, you have to see this in figure 4.20. So it is a buck regulator. It consists of a inductor, diode, capacitor, and switch, and error amplifier, and with a switched control circuit. Okay, with error amplifier will have switch control circuit. Okay, so this is the circuit diagram for buck regulator. Okay, so the buck regulator consists of inductor, capacitor, diode, and error amplifier converter. So here you have to giving a input Vn, and load will be connected across a capacitor. The load will be connected. Okay, so in so the fundamental buck diagram, buck regulator will consist of inductor, capacitor, diode, and error amplifier and switched control technique. Okay, so the circuit of buck regulator will be operated by varying the amount of time in which the inductor receives energy from the source. So it will be operated by varying the amount of time in which inductor receives energy from the source. And in the basics of block diagram, the operation of buck converter or buck regulator. So on the basis of block diagram, the operation of buck converter or buck regulator can be seen that output voltage appearing across the load. So it is the sensed by sensing the error amplifier, and error voltage is generated that controls the switch. So typically switch is controlled by a pulse width modulator. So this switch will be controlled by a pulse width modulator. The switch remaining on so the switch remaining on of a longer as more current is drawn by the load, and the voltage tends to drop, and often there is a fixed frequency oscillator to drive the switching. Okay, so the buck regulator will be operated by varying the amount of time on a inductor as receiving energy from the source, and So from the basic black diagram, the operation of buck converter or regulator can you have to see this output voltage appearing across the load is sensed by the sensing error amplifier, and an error voltage is generated. Whenever the error voltage is generated, that controls the so the error voltage will be controlled by the switch. Yeah, it is typically the switch is controlled by a pulse width modulator. Okay, and the switch remaining on off longer as more current is drawn by the load. So the switch remaining on off longer. So as a more current is drawn by the load and the voltage tends to drop, and often there is a fixed frequency oscillator to driving the switch. Okay. Here, so the switch will be controlled by a pulse width modulator, and the switch remaining on off longer. So that means more current will be drawn by the load, and this tends to voltage will tends to drop, and often there is a fixed frequency oscillator for a drive to driven the switch. Okay, so here you have to see this buck converter operation. So the buck converter, the circuit diagram of buck converter during switching on condition. So whenever you have to on the switch, so when the switch will be on, the buck regulator will be on. So whenever the buck regulator will be on, the voltage appears across the inductor. So the voltage appears will be across the inductor, that is V in and V out. Okay. So using the inductor equation, current in the inductor will be rise at a rate of, so by using a inductor, the current in the inductor will be rise at a rate of V in by V out by L. So at this time, the diode D is reverse bias and does not conduct. Okay. So here when the switch will be on state, the buck regulator will be on and the voltage appears across the inductor, that is V in and V out. So using the inductor equation, you have to writing the current rate of rise of uh, rise. So current in the inductor will be V in minus V out by V in minus V out by L. At this time, so here the diode will be in reverse bias. Why it will be reverse bias means here P terminal will be connected negative side and N will be connected positive side. So this diode will be in reverse bias and there is no current flowing through your diode. So diode does not conduct. Okay. So when the switch is, when switch is open, so then current must still flow the inductor. So current will flow through the inductor was to keep the same current flowing. As a reason, current will still flow through a inductor and into a load. So the diode D, so here the diode D is in the form of return path with the current. So return path with the current I. So diode is equal to out to flowing through it. Okay, so with the switch, will be open. The polarities of voltage across the inductor has reversed and therefore current through the inductor decreases with a slope equal to minus V out by L. Okay. So this is a circuit diagram for a buck regulator whenever switch will be in off condition. So whenever the switch will be off condition, that means the switch will be open and there is no input current flowing through inductor. So when already the inductor stores the energy. So whenever the switch will be in off condition, then it will be polarities will be reversed. So then diode will comes to conduction state, and the current flowing from inductance to load to diode. So it will be forms a current path. So by using a diode, there is a current path will be obtained. Okay, and switch will be open, and then the current, so the current in a inductor will be decreased. So with the slope of minus v out by L. Okay, so in buck regulator, okay, so in buck regulator, so here we have to see this in the circuit diagram. So this switch, so in the buck regulator will consist of switch, inductor, diode, capacitor, and error amplifier. Why you want to use error amplifier means there is a change in output voltage, then it will sense the, so there is an error in the voltage, output voltage, then it will sense the amplifier. Okay, so here the it will operate based on the inductor on time and off time of energy storing. Okay, here whenever the switch will be in on condition, then the current flows, so then voltage will be appears at the inductors, that is V in and V out. So these inductor this inductor will store the energy, and the inductor current I, so rate of change of current in inductor I equal to Vn minus V out by L. Okay, V in minus V out by L. And here the diode will be in reverse bias direction whenever the switch will be in on condition. So then the diode does not conducting in a switch on position. So whenever the switch will be in off position, so the switch will be in off position, then and we, so input will be so input does not go, does not flow, input current does not flows through a inductor, then energy stored in inductor, so the energy stored in inductor already stored the inductor, that current flows through low inductor, load, and diode. Here, whenever the switch will be off position, then inductor changes its polarity. Then the diode comes to conduction state, and so diode will be conduction state, and it will, by using diode, it will set the current reverse path direction. And here the current flow in direction whenever switch will be in off condition, that is inductor to load and load to diode. So this is the written path current for a, so in switch off condition mode. Okay, so here the inductor current will be decreased whenever switch will be in off state. So the decreasing inductor current with a slope of minus V out by L. So this is the operation of buck regulator during switch on position and off position. Okay, and you have to see the waveforms, input and output waveforms of, so input and output waveforms of buck regulator. So this is a switch status, switch on condition and switch off condition. Okay, and inductor current, so the inductor current will be in continuous mode. Why? Because in switch on position or off position, the current flowing through inductor, so it will be, so the current flowing through inductor will be in on state, so continuous mode, and diode current ID. Here diode current ID will comes. So when the diode will, when conduct state means in switch off position, the diode will be conduct. So then the current flowing through a diode will be in switch in off condition. The, so the current flowing through a diode. So in switch off position only, diode current will be obtained. Okay, and input current I in. So when input current will obtain means in switch on state, the input current will flow through a inductor. So the input current. So the input current will be obtained in switch on position only. Okay. Here the inductor current, diode current and input current. And output current will be in continuous mode of operation whenever will be switch on position or off position, the current will flow through a so the current will flowing will be so the current flowing through a load will be in continuous mode. Okay, so when switch is on or off, why? Because the inductor stores the energy. Whenever switch will be off position, then the current flowing through the load. Okay, so this is in figure 4.23 shows the input and output waveforms of buck regulator. Okay, so in the diagram of current waveforms of buck converter switching regulator, it can be seen that the inductor current is a sum of the inductor current is the sum of diode and input. So sum of the diode and input and switch current. So current either flows through a switch or the diode. So the inductor current is the sum of diode current and the switch current. Okay, so switch input current. It also tells that the average input current is less than the average output current. So it will be tells that average input current will be less than the average output current. So this is to be expected. Why? Because of the buck converter circuit is very efficient and the input voltage will be greater than the output voltage. So assuming a perfect circuit, then the power would be equal to power out, and such that V in into IN equal to V out into I out. So for buck converter, so input power equal to output power. While in real circuit, there will be some losses. Efficiency levels will be greater than 80% are to be used and to be expected as a well-designed circuit. So it will also be seen that there is a smoothing capacitor placed on the output. This serves to ensure the voltage does not vary appreciably, especially during switch transition times. It will also be required to a smooth any switching spikes that occurs. Okay, so the inductor current. So here the inductor current equal to sum of the diode current and switched current. Okay, so for a for the for so in buck converter the average input current will be less than the average output current. So it will also be expected. Why? Because of so in a buck converter the input voltage will be greater than the output voltage. So for perfect circuit for buck converter, the input power will be equal to output power. So V in equal to V out. So then so in the real circuit, we have some losses and the efficiency levels will be greater than 80% are to be expected for a designed circuit. Okay, and we have to see that there is a smoothing capacitor will be placed on the output. Okay, so here smoothing capacitor will be placed on the output. This serves to ensure the voltage does not vary too appreciably. So especially during switch transition times, it also be required to smooth and any switching spikes that occur. So here the capacitor will be connected across the load. So why? Because means it will be using for smooth. So there is any so there is any changes in the voltage, so by using a capacitor, it will not changed. So so in switch transition times, it will be required to smooth any switching. So it will be required to smooth whenever any switching spikes that occurs. Okay. So switching spikes that occur, then you have to using a capacitor. Okay. Thank you to everyone. So today we will discuss buck regulator. So buck regulator circuit diagram and operation of buck regulator in switch on state and switch off state. Okay. So buck regulator switch on state and off state we have to see, and and waveforms of buck regulator. So we have to see in the. So today we will learn buck regulator. Thank you to everyone.